the meeting to order for the City Council for October 20th, 2025. If you'd stand with me, we will begin with an opening prayer by Matt Weber, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance from Corey Spangler.
Please bow with me. Heavenly Father, thank you for this beautiful fall day, our abundant blessings, and the opportunity to represent the people of our city. Help each of us as a council with deference, to listen with deference and goodwill. Thank you for the freedoms that we cherish and enjoy as Americans in this awesome country of ours. We ask, Father, that you guide and protect every city employee as they all provide vital and important services to our citizens on a daily basis. Please forgive me when I fail you. I ask all these things in your Son's holy and precious name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, individual, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Can I get a roll call, please? Tammy.
Long.
Here.
Spangler.
Here.
Red.
Here.
Hillenberg. Cope. Here. Reed.
Here.
Weber.
Here.
Pickard.
Here. 7 present, 1 absent. Next up, approval of the minutes from our October 6, 2025 meeting.
Yeah, I make a motion that we approve the minutes.
I got a motion by James. Second by Matt to adopt the October 6, 2025 minutes as presented. Any corrections, additions, deletions? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Long.
Yes.
Spangler.
Yes.
Red.
Yes.
Cope. Yes. Reed.
Yes.
Weber.
Yes.
Pickard.
Yes. Passes 7-0. Next item is read ordinance and resolutions by title only.
Mayor, I make a motion, we read all ordinances and resolutions by title only.
Second.
Got a motion by Ed, a second by Stephen. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Long.
Yes.
Spangler.
Yes.
Red.
Yes.
Cope. Yes. Reed.
Yes.
Weber.
Yes.
Pickard.
Yes. Passes 7-0. Next up, City Council old business. We have 3 items tonight. First is ordinance number 29 of 2025. Please, Tammy.
Ordinance number 29 of 2025, an ordinance creating, certifying, and confirming tax liens against real properties at various locations within the city of Cabot for funds expended to pay for services rendered due to code violations and for other purposes. Third reading.
Mayor, I make a motion that we adopt ordinance number 29 of 2025, please.
I'll second.
Got a motion by Ed, a second by James to adopt ordinance number 29 of 2025. Any discussion? Anybody in the audience? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Red.
Yes.
Cope. Reed.
Yes.
Weber.
Yes.
Pickard.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Spangler.
Yes. Passes 7-0. Next up, ordinance number 30 of 2025. Please, Tammy.
Number 30 of 2025, an ordinance to set millage tax rates to be collected in 2026 for the city of Cabot, to declare an emergency and for other purposes. Second reading.
We need a motion to waive third.
We do, Mr. Mayor. These need to be to the quorum court by November the 1st.
Okay.
Mayor, I make a motion that we waive the third reading of ordinance number 30 of 2025.
Second.
I got a motion by Ed, a second by Matt to waive the third reading of ordinance number 30 of 2025. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Coe. Yes. Reed.
Yes.
Weber.
Yes.
Pickard.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Spangler.
Yes.
Red.
Yes.
Passes 7-0.
Mayor, I make a motion that we adopt ordinance 30 of 2025.
Second.
Got a motion by Ed, a second by Stephen to adopt ordinance number 30 of 2025. Any discussion? Anybody in the audience? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Coe. Yes. Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Pickard,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Red.
Yes.
Passes 7-0. Oh, no emergency needed?
There is an emergency clause on there. I think with this, given the deadline, it's probably, it would be best to include the emergency clause if possible.
Okay.
I'll make a motion that we include the emergency clause.
Okay. I got a motion by James,
Second.
second by Corey, to adopt the emergency clause for ordinance number 30 of 2025. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please. Tammy?
Coe. Yes. Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Pickard,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Red.
Yes.
Passes 7-0. Next up, ordinance number 31 of 2025, please, Tammy.
Number 31 of 2025, an ordinance creating, certifying, and confirming tax liens against real properties at various locations within the city of Cabot for funds expended to pay for services rendered due to code violations and for other purposes. Second reading.
Mayor, I would like the council to consider waiving the third reading on ordinance number 31 of 2025, please.
And I'll second that.
I got a motion by Ed, a second by James, to waive the third reading of ordinance number 31 of 2025. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please. Tammy?
Coe. Yes. Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Pickard,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Red.
Yes.
Passes 7-0.
Order, I make motion that we adopt ordinance 31 of 2025, please, sir.
Second.
I got a motion by Ed, a second by Stephen, to adopt ordinance number 31 of 2025. Any discussion? Seeing none, any from the audience? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please. Tammy?
Coe. Yes. Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Pickard,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Red.
Yes.
Passes 7-0. Next up is city council confirmed new business. I don't have any, but we have some potential new business about the trash contract for resolution number 29 of 2025.
I move that we bring resolution 29, 2025 to full council for consideration.
I'll second.
Got a motion from Corey, a second from James. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please. Tammy?
Long,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Red,
Yes.
Coe. Yes. Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Pickard.
Yes.
Passes 7-0. Okay, first confirmed new business. I just have the one item now, resolution number 29 of 2025. Please, Tammy.
Number 29 of 2025, a resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk treasurer to enter into a contract with Waste Connections for waste collection, recycling, and related services, and for other purposes.
Council, I have heard from one council member that was concerned about the penalties in the contract for when they mess up. And I'm in agreement to adjust those. However, council may see fit. I'm trying to find the exact page.
It's, Mayor, I think it's 4.05, and
4.05.
I'll be forthcoming. I'm the one that, and Mayor, if I may.
Yeah, yes, sir, go ahead. You have the floor.
Council, my concerns is on the collection, or on complaints, collection complaint calls to Public Works is $8 a day, electronic complaints is $3 a day. I just don't feel like there's enough skin in the game for the trash company. You know, $8 a day to these guys is not a lot when Laura and her staff is dealing with this every single day, and this contract's again, I do not want to get in the same situation we are today. So I'm open for, you know, any suggestions you guys have. I just don't think $8 a day is gonna move that needle.
Yeah, and I just want to tell you that we'd already sent out the contract to you guys and to the other people. That's why we need to discuss it here.
No, absolutely, yeah. No,
Okay.
absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm good with that, Mayor.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I agree. I'll support whatever you think is fit, because, I mean, our tax citizens are most important, and you're right, we don't need to get into the
Right,
Matt's
and then
gonna
who's
run
gonna
through the
keep
board.
track of this call? I mean, does Miss Laura and her staff have a clicker, right? That's gonna,
We have a spreadsheet, actually.
right, but then that's more, I mean, you guys
I
have
totally
tons to
agree,
do, right?
completely agree. And are you referring to the section that says collection complaint calls? And you're
Yeah.
saying that's 8 calls per day, not $8 per day?
I got you, okay.
So
And-
it's the 250.
It's the 250 down in the call, or the paragraph down below.
Right, I got it, okay, yeah, I'm with
That
you.
would be per
Yeah,
occurrence.
yeah, sorry.
50 per occurrence.
Right.
So, I mean, even at 250, it doesn't move the needle, right? It just doesn't. I mean, you guys do a lot of work every single day and, 250 and it doesn't matter if it's this trash can or the one we had today, right? 250 doesn't move the needle for me. I mean, that needs to be a substantial amount to make sure that is corrected and it doesn't go forward, right? So, I mean, I know I get probably 10 calls a week.
Do you have a number that you would like to throw out there?
I mean,
Um,
my number's probably $1,000 or 2,500. I just,
Usually when these happen, it's like
It's
a whole street. So you got 20 people at 250. It's usually when they happen. You usually don't have we usually haven't had one person. Well, we have
We've had a
every now and
few,
today
right,
that
right.
they miss one person's trash every week until they figure out where it was or how they're putting out the can. Maybe an elderly person that doesn't bring the can out. They're supposed to go up to the house and get it for them. Because they have a new driver that didn't realize he had to do that.
well, I mean,
But usually it's a full street. Like,
right. I mean,
they've missed.
just this last week, and Laura can attest this, I had to reach out to Laura. My neighbor literally is on his front porch and the driver picks up my 2 cans. She's on her phone, misses his can. Well, he cleaned out his refrigerator, right? Right now it's getting cooler. It's not a big deal. In the summertime, I'm not gonna be
yeah.
happy with all those flies, right? Neither is
Yeah,
anybody
sure.
else.
True.
So I just want to make sure that we've got everything that's protecting us as the city and as our folks, in the city that does this trash and is paying for this trash, right? I mean, it's going up a little bit. I want to make sure we're very much protected in every aspect of this agreement. And not you guys doing a spreadsheet in the clicker, right? So,
Ben, do you have any suggestions? What's maybe would be too excessive or what isn't excessive or I don't know. I'm just, since this is a contract.
The change to the contract would be a fairly simple matter. I think it'd be on council to come up with a number and then just make a motion to amend the resolution, something along the lines of the council's approval of the agreement is conditioned upon the amount for complaint penalties in the contract being no less than whatever, 500 or 1,000 or whatever that is. I can't really give a suggestion as to number. I don't know. The one time that we imposed this, we ended up working an agreement with GFL and they ended up making a donation of about $25,000. Is that our, Laura may be able to correct me on that number, to the city to account for that. So that's kind of what the history is. But I think that's how it would work, is that council will reach a number, somebody make a motion to amend to include that number, and then the actual amendment is very simple.
and this new company may be, great, and we don't even have to deal with this, and I hope that's the case, right? And again, you guys have enough to do. I mean, have to add something else to it just doesn't make sense to me, so.
Well, the section, if I'm reading where you're referring to, that if the complaint exceeds a 24-hour response, how many do we have? Usually if we call them, do they correct it within 24, 48 hours? If they missed a can, something like that?
Currently, it varies currently.
So what if we stair-stepped it, if they resolve it within 24 hours, slap on the hand, 48 hours, 72 hours?
Well, if they resolve within 24 hours, it's not
There's
a
no
complaint.
fee at all. This is
No fee at
over
all.
24
Right,
hours.
if it
yeah.
exceeds 24 hours.
Right.
So if we
Yeah.
put it 48 and then it goes to 72 and they still haven't fixed it, do we stair-step the penalty?
Oh,
I
I see what
don't
you're
know.
saying. So after 48 hours, if they've addressed it, it would be only 250. If it's 72 hours, then it would
72
be
hours goes to
750.
500?
Gotcha.
So I don't know, I'm just grabbing at numbers, but if that's something that could be considered, I don't know. I'll
So
shut
our
up.
spreadsheet right now that we keep track of every call that comes in, we have a column that says addressed in 24 hours, yes or no is what we do. Again, I don't have time to go to I could add another column that says 48 hours, 72 hours, however long.
I'm not
or,
meaning to
I'm
make it
just-
more complicated for you. Because if we're having to do math, then I shut down.
Laura, how does this compare to the service level agreement we have with the current vendor in terms of the penalty? And then, do we have any idea of like what that volume would look like? Like how many, if we're applying this rule to our current vendor, how many complaints did we have that would have exceeded that 24-hour timeline that would incur that penalty to then estimate like the loss to the vendor? Do we have that?
I do not, but.
I
that
would, if I could speak, kind of answer the question. Um, hmm. They usually handle all of them. If they don't, we just keep calling each day until they get out there and pick it back up. When we had the excessive amounts with GFL, we finally had called so many meetings. I'm in there and said, listen, we're going to assess you penalties. And that's when it got their attention. I mean, we try to conduct business as a partner with someone, you know, and you have days where you miss stuff. So we're just like, hey, get back over there and get that trash. So we don't have the exact figures to say that, but usually it gets resolved
Yeah, most of the time it gets resolved. There are times that I have to kind of get a little bit more stern in an email. But most of the time that they are resolved.
And to answer the first half of your question, Corey, that 250 is the current number.
Yes.
So to Stephen's point, maybe it should go up a little bit.
That's where my head's at, you know,
Yeah,
and,
I'm okay with it.
unfortunately, right, for the new company, you know, I'm not trying to put them in that same category. I just want to make sure that you don't have to send a stern email, right? Where my head's at is if this don't get resolved and you've got 7 of these end of the month and it's $500, here's you owe us $3,500, right? Or it's $1,000, you owe us X.
Right.
So you're not having to send that stern email. And the longer it waits, the more they'll pay. And eventually, if that does come back, they'll get tired of paying. I mean,
Yeah.
and, you know, and that's real world stuff. So
Yeah, it just shows that the council is very adamant about them picking up the trash when they're
Right.
supposed to pick it up.
Well, hopefully they won't, if they hear our discussion, they may take heed, but unfortunately, if we've had this problem with the current, you know, we don't, like you said, we don't want to lump them into the same
I
category.
mean, we don't,
But we
right?
have to cover our own,
Right.
so.
But now's the time to do it.
That's
if you're
absolutely
gonna
right.
do it.
Absolutely right.
Yep.
Laura, may I ask a question that I know you can't answer? How much time, I don't care if it's 20 seconds or an hour and a half, how much time do you think that each call takes for a garbage can that has been left? The time your person answers the phone and takes 4 or 5 deep breaths because they're getting chewed out for not being the ones that come over and get it, and then it is logged into the system, and then the email is sent, and then there's a follow-up on it. How much time do you have involved in those? 10 minutes, 15 minutes? What would you think?
On each, just on a specific
On
one?
an individual
An
call, as
individual
an
one.
average.
It could vary from 30 seconds to 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay.
It
And
depends
then-
on how long that resident wants to vent,
And then
literally.
it could have been on Facebook as well that Matthew
Yeah.
had the
Then,
address.
I mean, it's an.
And then it could have been a call to the mayor's office
Yeah.
and then we transferred it.
Well, and over to the
Lewis.
water department, you know, and
Yep.
to
If it's one that
Stephen-
calls directly
Stephen
to
and
my
me and
office,
to
yeah.
Corey, you know, we all get garbage calls. We always have, we always will. Stephen, I will support whatever you want to do on this if you will agree to give them a grace period to learn the routes and everything. And I'm looking at 30 days maybe is what's rolling around in my mind. But I'd like to see a grace period on it. But I think that we need to hold that grace period firm too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely good with the grace period, it's all new and all that good stuff. I mean, I see Matt's point on the stepping up, but it's, you know, in my mind, it's something else for Laura and her team to have to deal with, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, my head's at if it's over 24 hours, you know, mine, for some reason, I'm stuck at 1,000, and at the end of the month, they get a bill. You had this many deals that hadn't been taken care of, this is what you owe. So.
You said $1,000 per
mhm,
complaint.
That's where my head's at in council. I don't know where you guys stand, but.
Well, I mean, I'm concerned about enforcement. So like, how are we gonna verify that it's really not been been out for 24 hours? So like, I mean, to Ed's point, I was thinking like, have we thought about ways to automate this, set up like a Google form, instead of calling in, you fill this thing out, it's automated, pulls out an email, sends it to the vendor, sends it to you, sends them a link they can go back to confirm when it's picked up. Like we would have, if we're gonna do all that, we have to think about how we're gonna actually enforce it. And I think just the practicality of it.
So the way that we've enforced it the last time was again, every time somebody calls, we keep a spreadsheet. We log that email because we send an email to the trash company. Of course, it logs the date and the time. And then from that point, that's where their 24-hour time click starts. And if we don't get a response within that 24 hours, we are under the assumption it has not been resolved within that 24 hours. So we literally have a folder that keeps all those emails in it.
Okay, I mean,
What about the calls that are made directly to the provider? I know there were a lot of citizens that called GFL directly. whenever
Those
they
ones,
were
I
missed
mean,
and
I
those
don't
type
have a
of
way
things.
to
So you have
verify
no way
those.
of You have no way of tracking those at all,
No.
period.
You know, Ed, that's a good point, but you know where my head's at, if they're calling them directly and they're not getting what they're wanting,
Yeah.
you know, they can blow
Oh,
them up.
they'll definitely call me.
Right,
trust me.
right.
Well,
Or
some.
if they're not getting an answer,
some-
they're calling off.
Some haven't, I will assure you, have not called you on that, but, yeah, I think if they leave them there after they've called them, if they've called them twice, I think the third call probably goes to you. So I think you could probably say that it's been there a couple of days at a time. Yeah, yeah. No, I agree, Stephen. And I understand exactly where Matt's coming from, and I like that kind of stuff. I like the tiered punishment, but, it's just more strain on our staff. And, I don't know if we want to do that right now or not.
I concede. I mean, I was just trying to think
Yeah,
on
no,
my
and
feet
I appreciate that. I do. Thank you.
if we could make it easier, but inevitably it would be more complicated for you and your staff, so.
And I really like Corey's idea. I mean, we can turn in stop signs and traffic lights and everything else now on the app. Why can't we?
There is a spot on the city's website that somebody can file if their trash was missed, and I get those emails as well, and those are logged on the city's website.
Yeah,
And then-
well, the app does that too. So, you know, I mean, I would like for your people to be able to just to hang the phone up and punch a button on the computer and it be sent out where you don't have to have any more contact with it at all. But somebody has got to monitor this stuff somewhere along the line. And that's what we need to try to cut out. If we're gonna have providers, they need to provide.
Absolutely. And Laura, I gotta, you know, tell you, I commend you. You know, if you don't get a contact back or response back that it's done, then it didn't happen, right? So, and that could be a clerical error on their part, right? But I'm with you 100% on that too, so.
now, I'm gonna stir the pot a little bit. The fact that the metric is how long it takes for them to respond to your email and not how long it takes for them to pick up the garbage makes Matt's idea of like a tiered incentive structure make a little bit more sense, because then you can, if you're logging that in your log, you
So
can
most
capture
of the
that.
time, the response on the email is the issue has been resolved.
Okay,
Is they're responding to the email that we've sent saying, 123 XYZ is trash was missed. Then they respond and say the issue is resolved. Within that time frame of whatever time frame that email is, that we get it back. If it's within the 24-hour time frame, it's been resolved.
And 24 hours is plenty enough time.
yeah, it is. Okay,
I would think with their communications with the drivers, if they missed one, they can reach out to them and the driver can circle back.
And that's exactly what happened, you know, last week when I called Miss Laura, you know, about the neighbor, right? I mean, they came back and picked it up and was good to go, so.
I mean, this is just to show that we have some enforcement capabilities. We'd rather them pick up everybody's trash every week and everyone be happy. That's what, one reason why we bid out the trash, because people weren't happy with GFL. And Waste Connections have assured us that they're gonna do a great job, but you're right, we have to have enforcement procedures in here. So, I mean, if it's hour 26, we're probably not gonna,
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you know, and
Fine.
the good
You
thing,
know,
right, is if we don't enforce it because it's hour 26 or if it's hour 28,
right,
that's on us, right? But you, Ms. Laura, and you, Mayor, have the ability to go, I'm done with it, right? Because meeting after meeting after meeting, I wouldn't have been good after the second one, but, you know,
Right.
especially because our citizens are steadily paying every single month for that trash, right? And then you have to have continuous meetings. And again, I'm not trying to punish the new folks. I just want to make sure it's enforceable that you guys have the tools in place, not to have to say, we're going to have to sue or we have to do this. They just get a bill at the end of the month. Call it
Okay.
good. Hope you do better next month, right? So.
And Stephen, along those lines, full disclosure on the phone calls that I have been getting, especially over the last 6 months or so, have not been, I don't know if I've gotten one with garbage and recycling. It has been bulk waste and yard waste, you know, where the majority of my calls have come from on that. But that is still extremely important. It's in the contract and it needs to be done.
Absolutely, absolutely.
so I guess, right now we have $1,000 on the floor. Joe, anyone want to give a different amount, or are we going with that?
I mean, I'd be interested to hear your opinion, like your expertise in the field and whatnot, Laura. You think that 1,000 is reasonable? If there are other cities who may charge just as high, should we, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it's really gonna depend on, as far as if you have, and again, you're making me gonna, the mayor can do math better than I can. I mean, if we have an enforcement so that in 1 month they miss, we have 50 emails and they're at 1,000,
right.
is that gonna matter if it's that number or if it's the same 50 and it's 250? I mean, an enforcement of a $10,000 fine and a $25,000 fine, I guess when you're really getting into $250,000. And, you know, with the numbers that we've had in the past,
You're saying go higher?
Trust me, she's not saying that.
Here's the thing, I think if,
what I'm saying is, I don't know if $250 and $1,000 is gonna make one way or the other.
it may not, I mean, but in my head, 1,000 means it means $750 more, right?
Yeah.
If it happens on 10, you know, now we're at 10,000 versus 1,250. Right? That's a big difference. So, you know, if you miss a street and you don't go back and get it, big.
Somebody fainted over the 10 grand.
Right? So, I think it does move. I think it does move.
Okay.
Just, but, and I'm absolutely good, Ed, with your 30 days.
I would like to do
Yeah, I
that,
think
and,
30 days
yeah,
is definitely
give
sufficient.
them an opportunity to learn the town the best they
Right.
can.
I mean, it's gonna
Yeah,
also
no.
be residents making a change as well.
Absolutely,
mean-
right. Because you're gonna have trash cans,
Absolutely.
you know, I don't know how fast they move those trash cans in and out. And
Right.
pick up changes and trip guys.
Well, they do, I have been told that they did, with who their supplier is, that is going to bring out the new carts. They have informed me that that same supplier is going to remove the GFL carts.
Okay,
So it's gonna be the same company that's gonna deliver. Obviously, those will be delivered sooner. And then after, in January at some point, those carts will be removed by the same company. So they are working together on that.
So follow up on that, and I don't know if they've actually disclosed if they're gonna keep the same routes, like
I have
as far as
asked them
my
to do
trash is
that.
on Thursday. If it
Correct.
changes to Tuesday, that's gonna affect me. Big
I have
deal,
asked them to
but-
keep the same routes,
Yeah.
and they're working on the map
But
currently,
again, with
actually.
the
Oh, if they change my day, there's might as well go ahead and rack
no,
it
but,
up. There's
but,
gonna be
but
plenty.
giving them some leeway, you know, if they change the routes or something.
That's why we have 30 days.
Yeah, 30 days, 60
I mean,
days.
For the
but
citizens
if-
and the drivers both.
Right?
I mean, 30 days, you're just allowing them to go by that house 4 times and recycling twice, right?
Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
So I would hate to be told that I had to get everything right in 4 drive-bys.
Say that again?
I would hate to be told that I had to get everything right in 4 tries.
Would 60 days work?
I would say 60 would,
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, I'm not, no one's perfect, and they're
Yeah.
gonna be
You okay
doing,
with
especially with the recycling
Yeah.
and the yard waste only going to be twice a month. Yeah, the grace period, 60 days would,
Set on 45?
Yeah, let's do, let's settle on 45.
I think 45 is good. That's 6 times.
Okay, 45. So let the record show, the mayor will suspend any sanctions on section 4.05 for 45 days.
45 would be good.
They are gonna get it though in January. What's the weather gonna be? We don't know. So we're gonna do any grace periods for January for the weather. So I'm about ready to change my mind from 45 to 60 again because of the weather.
I mean, 60 is,
Here's the thing, is the city has the ability to enforce this, right? So if the act of God comes about and we have a 3-week snowstorm or whatever, the city has the ability to enforce this, right? And again, I hope we don't have to enforce anything.
but the city also has the ability to be good partners with our new
That's what I'm
wastewater
saying,
people.
yeah. So I mean, if we have a snowstorm for 3 weeks.
I would say
then-
they're lending out a hand, let's lend out a hand to them also. 60 days, that's, you know.
Me personally, I do 90, but, because I've been in this business now for 7 years and I understand trash and
More than we want to.
10,500
I'll
pickups, but
I personally
I
will
get your
concede to
point.
60.
I agree with Maggie. I mean, just giving them some, meeting in the middle, grace. So, God forbid we get some ice storm in January and everything goes to pot.
I mean, we're not trying to break them on the I mean, right off the bat. I would say 60 and $500 would be my suggestion.
I like that, yeah. I feel like I don't know enough to know if $1,000 is you know what I mean? Like, that's why I was asking for you, like, I don't know, I mean, 500, I think, to me feels reasonable, but I want to recognize it's just a feeling, I don't know.
we'll put it this way, you pay, what is it, how much per month's gonna be now for trash?
I lost track of what it was gonna be.
So what's 24 times 12?
See your point, okay, yeah. Okay, I mean, 500. It didn't sound outlandish to anybody else.
1 year of trash is 24 times 12, right? 1 year of somebody's trash they're paying in's $24 times 12 months. So that's, 288 bucks. And if they,
And this contract's worth how much?
oh, it's millions. You're right, 2 million.
That's right.
Yeah,
So,
per year. Per year. So it's a 4-year contract? 5-year contract. So 10 million.
Well-
$10?
Yep.
Yeah.
$10 million, $500, maybe $1,000.
Well, that's with today's billing. That's with, if we never added another customer at all, period, under any circumstances, and we all know that's not gonna happen. So over 5 years, who knows what it's gonna be worth? It may not be worth but $100,000, or it may be worth 3 million. Who knows? Laura, has the new vendor talked to you about how long they think it would take them to learn the city, the routes? Have y'all had that discussion at all? Probably not.
No, sir.
Okay.
I mean, they have given me a timeline, so this kind of, the discussion of the contract has kind of pushed their timeline a little bit. So I think just from memory of the timeline that they shot me, the process they would be about right now is checking out the routes in the subdivisions now, and then obviously in the next few weeks into November, probably beginning of December is when they're gonna start delivering carts. They have to, you know, they're already in the hiring process of drivers to ensure that they have enough drivers and staff. So, I mean, until I can give them a notice to proceed, which I need the contract finalized to do
With
it, to be able to do
positive
that.
action tonight, you can do that tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I like the way you framed it, Ken, comparing it to the revenue of one customer per year. So if we just want to say like you're going to lose for each violation, you're going to lose the revenue of 2 customers, we can make it 576 and like just give it a purpose and like a, you know, a metric.
Guys, I'll do whatever you want to do. I know it's important. I agree with you. This is very important to our citizens. I fully support you.
And 46 cents?
I mean, I just went on the $24 that Ken said. I didn't do the math all the way. But just a thought. Because you want it to sting, you know what I mean? Red, like you want it to be a substantial penalty that they have to pay if they actually do miss it. And so just, I don't know, giving it, we're going to charge them twice what they're making, you know? It gives it a, I don't know. You get it.
I mean, I'm good with giving them 60 days and 500. I mean, I don't think 500 is enough, but
Make the motion.
Make the motion.
I'll make a motion that we amend ordinance, what number is this again? 29 or something?
It's
Resolution.
Resolution 29 of 2025, section 4.05, to reflect 60-day grace on the new route and change the $250 per occurrence to $500 per occurrence when it exceeds 24 hours. And Ben, I don't know if I got all that in there or not.
You did.
It's
I'll
a motion
second
by Stephen, second by
Second.
Maggie. Any further discussion? Anybody in the audience,
Thank you, Laura.
if you want to, of course.
Just want to let y'all know I'm Sean Dowden, District Manager for Waste Connections. I know there's a lot of questions. I just want to be able to answer them.
Yes, sir.
Just for y'all's knowledge. The carts were ordered. So when y'all talk about millions that the contracts are, the carts themselves are 1.5 million over, just for us to get them. The investment in the trucks alone is over 3 million. So when we say a partnership, we are partnering with you to make this last, okay? And we don't want to fail in any given point, but we would like a grace period of at least, I was hoping for 90, just because I'm new to the area myself, but I understand 60, I'll take it all day long. It's better than 30, because it's going to take us a little while to get through some of this. Also, the complaints that you're gonna have. I'm sorry, but you've got someone on the street that is gonna sit there and watch our truck go by and want to know why they didn't pick up their trash, but they picked up the right side, and they don't understand we're going down and coming back. So you're gonna have those complaints. Just, I wanna be completely honest with you. Until we start running the route and they understand. We have flyers built. Me and Miss Laura have been working on those. She sent it back to me today. I'm working on the maps. I'm working on the flyers. I'm getting all that done. The carts are, like I said, ordered. Trucks are ordered. And when I say ordered, I've got two trucks already here, just so you guys know. As far as the penalties go, completely agree. I would like to see it tiered. Just for me personally, you know, for our company and everything else to have a tiered stepping stone for it. But I understand the 500 per occurrence, or is it 500 per anything over 8 per day?
It's
That's the
anything
way I read
over,
it.
I think it's, the way I understand it, Ben, isn't it anything over 8? And then that occurrence that doesn't get cleared up?
Within 24.
Yep.
Correct? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I just want to make sure
Yep.
we were all on the same page. That's all. Again, if there's any questions, comments, concerns, please, I know most of you have my card, but Laura has it too if anything's needed. So-
And again, it's nothing against you,
No,
right? and
sure.
Your company, right?
Hey, man,
I
when
just want
you-
to make sure that our citizens.
We've had a
When
terrible
you've had a
time.
terrible time with it,
yeah.
I would be
We have.
very cautious also.
Yeah.
But we had it years ago and GFL took it over and now here we are back. So
Yep.
thank you all for trusting us again. I appreciate it. So, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Anybody else from the audience? Seeing none, we have an amended motion on the floor and a second. Any further discussion for council before we vote?
And we're just voting on the amended part right now, correct?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
just make sure.
Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote. Please, Tammy?
Weber,
Yes.
Pickard,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Red,
Yes.
Coe,
Yes.
Reed.
Yes.
Passes 7-0.
I make a motion, we approve resolution 29 of 2025 with the approved amendment.
Second.
Got a motion from Steve and a second from Matt to approve amended resolution number 29 of 2025. Any further discussion? Seeing none, anybody in the audience? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please. Tammy?
Weber,
Yes.
Pickard,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Red,
Yes.
Coe,
Yes.
Reed.
Yes.
Passes 7-0. I don't have any other new business, council. We'll now move to community input. Now's your time. If you'd like to address the mayor and the council, please do so by coming to the podium, state your name, and if you live in Cabot.
Hi.
Hello.
Good evening, Mayor, Councilman, women. My name is Stuart Huffman, I'm resident of Cabot. I'm speaking for my family and neighbors of the North Rockwood area. We're struggling with ongoing commercial construction from 2040 West Main, and I'm here to urge you to amend city ordinances to protect our rights as residents. Under Arkansas law, we have the right to enjoy our homes without unreasonable interference. But for a year, with the noise from commercial construction, the constant hammering, rock hammering, beeping, often starting at dawn till 10 p.m. disrupts our sleep and daily lives. Dust clouds from their site coat our yards, windows, cars, and even seeps into our home, threatening our health, potential contaminants like silica. Vibrations shake our houses, raising fears of structural damage, especially for older homes in our neighborhood. Soil erosion from their site leads to flooding in our yards. As residents, we're entitled to a safe environment, free from pollution and trespass like dust, noise, and dirty water runoff crossing our property lines. We have the right to protect our home values and peacefully use our spaces without feeling under siege. With future development projects expected, that's why I'm proposing new ordinances to limit construction hours, require dust control measures like water sprays, and enforce vibration limits below 0.5 inches per second, decibel limits, lighting limits, and mandate silt fences to stop erosion and runoff. I've emailed this concern back in August to each of you, so you may remember me. Since then, there's been a 25-foot cliff to their property line with no safety barrier near where kids play. And as I understand the ordinance, mandates a 40-foot green space with a wall. So I'm here in person to derive what actions you will take to protect residents near commercial construction by instituting common sense ordinances. We've documented these issues: dust, noise, dirty water runoff, logs of health problems, headaches, and irritation, respiration. We've reached out to Arkansas Department of Environmental Quality, but local action is critical. Please add our proposal to the next agenda and consider a resolution to address these urgent matters and issues. We're counting on you to protect our rights in our community. And you have my time.
Thank you. Now, right now, it's 10 o'clock, right? The ordinance says 10 o'clock,
It's 10 o'clock.
so they're working right up to 10.
Oh, they've
Or
worked.
sometimes
It's
after.
only now that it's been enforced.
Yep.
I've had to call the police and
Yep.
have them come out and stop it.
Mhm.
It was going on until 11 o'clock on a regular basis, starting at like 6 in the morning. This is Saturday, Sunday, holidays, Thanksgiving.
Ben, do you know if they've been fined? Or Steely, do you know? They have not. They have not.
Any other questions or concerns?
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
What can we do for the residents over there?
Why are we not fining them if they're breaking the ordinance?
Have we given warnings or anything, Steely? Mr. Theo, we'll be right with you, buddy.
We did send officers out there the couple of nights that they were out past 10 o'clock. And to my knowledge, that stopped. That has not continued on. If it has been, it has not been reported.
Yeah. My recollection is they didn't know that at first. And then they did it again and y'all went out there and then it stopped. But if that's not the case that Mr. Huffman said, then
We've only been requested to go out there for a couple of nights, and I'm wanting to see.
2 times? Okay. Okay, thank you, sir. Mr. Thiel?
Rich Thiel, I'm, wow. Yeah, I live in Cabot, but this is my first time here. First and foremost, this is a gorgeous place.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
It's impressive compared to temporary tables and uneasy chairs and all that. But anyways, I live neighbors to Mr. Huffman, to Stewart, and I just want to support. You know, I really would have thought that the guys doing the building would have recognized a Sunday now and then or a holiday to take off. I mean, you know, I understand the pressure to get something done and get it done quick, but 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning, and not just one, but almost every Sunday working through. You know, there are ordinances that could be put in place that would be reasonable and common decency. You know, I would have thought that, you know, God dang, take a Sunday off. Give the neighbors some rest occasionally. If you had to listen to something doing that all day long, and that's what chipping that, Stewart mentioned a 25-foot cliff. That's solid rock that they chiseled through, less than 40 foot from the property line. And can you imagine, all day long, especially if you homeschool? How would you like that to be, homeschooling and have that vibrate in your house continuously until 10 p.m. at night? So there has to be something that would make a common sense approach to it. And there has to be something about when someone violates an ordinance of a setback, you can't replace 25 foot of rock for an extra 10 foot that they may have taken. They may have gone, you know, instead of 40 foot, it might be 30 foot, it might be 20 foot. We're not going to be able to logically punish somebody and say, well, bring back in 25 foot of fill for 40 foot. But there should be some form of, I don't know, punishment, a fine. Has it been levied? I believe, Laura, you even went out there and had our surveyors verify, and they had intruded on it, if I remember right from those minutes. And I could go on about.
They
other
intruded
things.
on your property?
Not on mine.
Okay.
I'm talking for Stewart.
Okay, Stewart's property.
They haven't started all behind me. I just get the dirty water wash off from where they're dumping their fill back behind, so,
Okay.
yeah. It comes down through the creek and it makes a mess. No, it'll silt up eventually at the rate that it's going. With heavy rains, we've been fortunate, the dry air, but the dry air just gave us more dust. No, when I'm talking dust, a Sahara dust storm was the equivalent when the wind came out of the south and they were working up there that blew over into the neighborhood. Stewart was kind of lenient on you. He said, yeah, pictures, but I guarantee you, it looked like a choking dust storm coming over. You've seen those ones of the dust blowing up in Arizona? Looked that same way coming over the hill with a wind coming up. So, there's got to be something done. I know, it might be a semi-lost cause now, but it needs to be something for the future. Now, and I'd even propose, what the heck is a C3 going abutting an R1? That doesn't make sense in and of itself. So you got a C3 abuts an R1. I should think there'd be something in description that would give some cushion zone in there. A C1 in between a C3 and an R1? No. All things to look at, just asking y'all. Look at it. If you want to, by the way, I know I can extend a little invitation. Come on out to Stewart's, walk up to the backyard, take a look over that cliff, take a look at the distance from the fence, and now they're digging in the water line. And I personally cannot believe they're digging a water line from Rockwood all the way back to get to their water where the building's going to go. When right off of Highway 89 is a main that they could have come straight up with. So, and it's an easement, I know, but you've trimmed the easement down and now you're digging a trench through there to put in water lines. Good golly. And I never did see, by the way, back up on that one, when all that was proposed and the developer was here as well as his engineer, and when they submitted the plans, they weren't complete. They hadn't even paid their fees yet when it was presented to the Planning Commission, and I've never seen the complete plan set. I don't know, where do we go to see the authorized, complete, signed off for everything that was doing that? So that's it for me, but sure got a nice place. Hope you all are comfortable. It does look nice, very nice.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Anyone else?
I've got something.
Go ahead, sir.
The USS Arkansas Commissioning Committee is taking to A&P tomorrow a request for $1,000 for the curtains they described at the last council meeting.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to see if there'd be interest in a minute order from council expressing their support for A&P taking this opportunity to support the military and participate in the USS Arkansas commissioning.
Okay. Is that your motion?
That's my motion.
Got a motion from Corey to put in the minutes for the council to support the A&P Commission supporting the USS Arkansas in sponsoring the commission of the curtain.
So moved.
So I've got a motion, second. Got a second by Matt Weber. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please. Tammy?
Long? Yes. Spangler?
Yes.
Red?
Yes.
Cope?
Yes.
Reed?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
Pickard?
Yes.
Passes 7-0. Any other items of council business? Anything else for the audience? Seeing none, can I get a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Got a motion by Matt, a second by Stephen. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Adjourn, 7:25.